Morning, my friends. We made it to Friday. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Lush Lawn. Thank you, Lush Lawn. And voila, second day in a row. And remember, I told you about a cold spell next week. Yeah, it's still a thing, but today, not quite as significant. So we'll get into that. And of course, we still have the almost 80-degree, if not 80 in some spots, weather on the way for Saturday and for some of us on Sunday. Hey, Franklin Justin, good morning to you. Looks like it's going to be excellent, he says. Good morning. Hey, I like that positive thinking, Hey, good morning, Mary Montpaz and Richard Schoenhofer. Thanks for watching this morning. Here we go. All right, here's the radar. We will have some wet weather today, about the southern half of lower Michigan. This is the current radar, and you can see the showers dwindling right now. And that's typically what happens at this time of the year. After 9 o'clock in the morning, the showers, unless they're really robust and severe, come down in intensity. Radar forecast will kind of show you that too. And then what they typically do is then as we get to 2 or 3 in the afternoon, the showers start to increase in coverage. So here's our radar forecast. This is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, noon. So you could get showers into the Lansing area and Jackson by noon, and definitely Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek. 1, 2, 3 o'clock. So this afternoon we can get showers into Ann Arbor and Detroit. They should be fairly light, but as I said, at 3 o'clock we start to see an increase in the coverage. And then this is 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So basically draw a line from Saginaw to, say, Ludington, southward. Showers late afternoon and evening hours, and a few thunderstorms in there. Shouldn't be anything that would be severe. And we go to midnight. That dwindles, and then the rain jumps northward, a sign that the warm front is going to make it through. We oftentimes get worried at this time of the year about a warm front getting bogged down in lower Michigan. The lakes are cold, the warm air comes in, it stimulates thunderstorms, and that just kind of puts a halt to the warm front pushing northward. What we're going to see in this is one batch comes through, quiets down, warm front is able to jump to the north and get us, most all of us, into the warm weather. The UP, not so much into the warm weather. But hey, I always think you chose to live there, right? So here's the total rainfall off of the same model that I just showed you. And it's a couple of tenths where there's a thunderstorm. Maybe you get over a half inch or so. Connie Ray Castle says 88 today in Venice. Glad it's warm up there in a few days. Hey, good morning, Karen Jacobs from Bay City. And Macomb County checking in. Ron Highstand, good morning to you. So then let's go a little bit farther into the future. This is the next model that goes out a little farther. So this is our rain tonight. And then it jumps to 8 in the morning Saturday. And the warm front is out of our hair. So Saturday looks like it should be a dry day. Then we look to the west, and that's the cold front. And this is Sunday morning, 8, 9 o'clock, and it looks pretty decent. And this is noon and 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And we'll get into the afternoon and evening on Sunday, starting to get some hit and miss showers and even thunderstorms, but still pretty mild. And this Sunday rain, by the way, is looking a little more sparse. It doesn't look like a solid thing. It looks like an hour or two, might be delayed all of Sunday. And if that happens, then the temperatures go up a few degrees from the forecast. All right, bigger picture. Now, what I talked about yesterday was, a 5 or 6 day kind of cold spell. Now it's a 3-day cold spell and a little bit better weather after that. So you'll see this. And at this time of the year, the weather pattern is changing. It's changing from a winter pattern to a summer pattern. So the models aren't always great 7, 8, 9 days out. They can vary a lot. So here's a cold front coming through on Sunday. Then there's the colder air coming in behind it. Then there's still the chance for snow showers Tuesday night and Wednesday. But then that storm out in the east lets up a little bit and the warmth just tries to creep at us. We're at Saturday of next week, and then we're starting to get into the warmth. And what we're starting to see is the cold pocket shrinking more and more, and that upper level low in Dakota's having a hard time coming toward us, and another fairly warm surge coming our way. So here, let's get to it. What about temperatures? All right, so today we're let's call it about 58 northern 2/3 of the state, and low 50s where the clouds are already settling in. But then look at this masterpiece. You don't see the 80-degree reading anywhere on there, but 79. I think 76, 77, 78 is going to be a real common number. And then here we go for Sunday. And like I said, the east side of the state up a degree or two, still into the upper 70s with the delay of the cold front and the showers. Monday, the change there is that it's a degree or two warmer than yesterday, sign of the trend. And Tuesday is chilly, but a degree or two warmer than yesterday. And Wednesday is still cold with some snow showers around. I would say plan on low 40s for warmest temperatures. And then Thursday is up a little warmer than yesterday's prognostications showed. Ooh, I just whipped out a big word. And then Friday, back into the 50s to near 60. And then Saturday, about where we should be, maybe just a degree or two shy of where we should be. And then next Sunday. So we are getting there, folks. We're definitely getting there. We'll feel it today. We'll really feel it tomorrow. And there is your MLive morning weather update brought to you by Lush Lawn. Do you get this anywhere else? No, you don't. We'll keep you updated this weekend if need be, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Coming up on MLive today, watch, you go to the MLive site, there's 3 little lines. That's kind of the drop down. And then you go to weather if you want to find my posts. I'm going to talk about the new summer forecast is out. It was just issued 2 days ago. So I'm trying to get a hold of the folks that make that extended forecast and why they think what they think. That's what we call a tease. So you got to check out that post. And then drought. What's the status on that? The new status was put out yesterday, and I will show that to you also on MLive. Thanks for joining me. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great weekend.